My name's Owen, and I'm the Dungeon Master of our Return of the Giants 5th Edition Homebrew campaign.
Hi, my name is Matt. I am playing as Niles Silverwind, the Homebrew Way of Sympathy monk.
Hi, my name is Ali, and I'm playing Lyra, the Eladrin Spore Druid.
G'day, I'm Brandon. I'm playing Grimmaw, the Molder, the Necromancer.
Hi, I'm Arsenio, and I'm playing Thyra, the Fire Genasi Cleric.
Hello, my name's Christian. I'm playing Bartholomew of the Liang clan, our Oath of Devotion Paladin.
Hi, my name's Simon. I'm playing the character of Ember, a wildfire druid.
Hello there, lovely listener. This is just a warning to let you know that this episode of Return of the Giants may contain adult language or adult themes. Hello! Hello, everybody.
Hello, everyone.
Hello there, and welcome back to the Lost Archives. It is wonderful to see all of your gorgeous faces once again. We are back. We are playing the premier homebrew D&D campaign, Return of the Giants. And oh boy, do we have a good session for you coming up. Before we jump in, super quick announcements. Thank you everybody who joined us for our first episode of Tales from the Yawning Portal last night. That is right, we are now back with the Avatar crew, but we're not playing Avatar. We're playing a bit of D&D. They've played a lot of Avatar. They were keen to try something else a bit different. So we're jumping into a D&D campaign with them. We're doing an updated version of Tales from the Yawning Portal. I'm updating it with a lot of the new rules, and we're having a bit of fun with it, where we've changed it around a bit. We've set it in Nostea, obviously, because we've got this cool homebrew world, and we've also got giant technology that teleports people places. So I thought, hey, that's really easy integration with Tales from the Yawning Portal. So now it's kind of a setup where there's this tavern that has this old ancient giant tech that's reactivated, and it's like dungeon runs. And so adventurers go to Palin, they go to this tavern, and you can go and do a little dungeon run, and that's the individual contained adventures of the Yawning Portal. So in like these little demi-planes, right? I thought this just made sense. I was like, yeah, this will be easy.
Kind of sick.
Can we visit it?
Sure.
Can we?
Sure.
I have a question.
Yes.
I know we're doing our intros, but this is like an in-universe, like Owen Sphere, Nostea. Is this happening concurrently with the campaign, or is this happening in a separate time? Okay.
It's happening a month in the future.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah. So we skipped over current world events for no spoilers. So if you watch Tales from the Yawning Portal, you will not be spoiled for what's happening. There's little hints that stuff's happening in the background, but nothing major. You won't have anything major spoiled. I promise.
Very cool.
Promise.
Can we ask them the lotto numbers?
You would have to invent the lottery, but once you've done that, after that you're good to go. So honestly, yeah, you should, sure, why not? Yeah.
Sweet. No, we're gonna do that.
We'll see if they survive their first dungeon. It's not started well.
Is this the Sunless Citadel?
Yeah, that's where we're starting off in. Yeah.
Good luck, guys. When you.
Well, they almost died to like 3 rats, so.
Yeah.
And I leveled them up to level 2. They started on level 2. I was like, we're not starting level 1. I know how that goes. We'll start at level 2, and they still almost died to some rats on a fucking staircase. Classic D&D.
There's one combat that is very badly balanced.
I know the one, and I've already adjusted it.
No, they need to experience pain.
So there might be a difference between our DMing styles, Christian. There might be a fundamental difference there.
I can tell you, being a player of both you and Christian, yes.
Yeah. My version of that is they have to experience fun. That's my version of that. They must have joy. I'm like the tricksy fae. There we go. Get my camera back in focus. It's like we're like the Seelie and the Unseelie court, Christian. I reckon that's what we're.
Honestly, I think Arsenio, over the course of our Dragonlance campaign, in 2 months, went through 3 characters.
Wow.
I was about to say, like, you'll be like, oh, did you guys bring your character sheets? Oh, did you mean sheet? Did I stutter?
Yeah, fucking stutter, bitch. Yeah. Yeah, I've killed Raph. I've killed Raph 3 times in a campaign once. That was, and he still came and joined us for Curse of Strahd.
I feel like saying something.
To be fair, he killed himself. Like the first time he died, he jumped out of a hot air balloon, and I was like, "Well, you fall." Like I don't know what to tell you.
To be fair as well, he's also really trying hard to kill himself.
He's really trying hard to kill himself in Curse of Strahd. Yeah. This is his second character, and I reckon he might lose this one to the Dracolich they're currently fighting.
Yeah. I think he's. Anyway, Raph, if you're listening, I love you. all.
100%, he knows that. But yeah, so thank you everybody who joined us for Tales from the Yawning Portal. We are going to be having a lot of fun with that. Curse of Strahd is reaching its conclusion. We're almost at the final chapter. We've been playing around with a homebrew battle system that I came up with, where you have like a massive 1,000+ army system fighting on either side, but not slowing everything down. The players can call upon like allies and help, and at the end of each round, the two armies have special checks that are influenced by the actions the players have taken during the fight. So it's kind of like, imagine in this enormous battleground, the heroes from each side step out and fight each other while the rest of the soldiers are fighting in the background. And so there are actions you can take. Look, it's a whole new homebrew thing I've set up. We're playtesting it in Curse of Strahd. Like, this is the first time we've ever done anything like this. I think it's actually working pretty well. There's a couple of balancing things I'd adjust, and we have on the fly. But overall, Matt, what's your impressions? Because you've been playing with it now for 2 sessions.
Yeah, I think it's really cool. I think it's a cool little addition to what can sometimes be a really like cumbersome sort of encounter. Especially, I think D&D like works best from an encounter perspective when there's lots of things. Like, it's hard as a DM, right? Because you want to make sure that you're creating a really interesting and engaging encounter. So you often will be like, oh, I want to bring this in, I want to bring that in, I want to do this, and I want to do that. And you end up really getting bogged down by like a lot of like I got to roll this, I got to roll that. So I think this is a really cool way of like making it a little bit more streamlined, having these really big, obviously very impactful fights that can happen, and making them a little bit more streamlined, a little bit easier to sort of manage, especially in a group setting with lots of players. So yeah, I think it's really cool. I think the only thing that I've noticed is like we had a lot of points to spend.
Yeah. We need to figure out the point system a bit better. I think I got to play around with that. I think I'm too generous handing out points.
Yeah,
the hero points.
I feel like it's very heavily weighted towards the players in
yes,
a way.
It is. Yeah.
Because like, unless like the enemy ends up like rolling nutty, like nat 20s or something, like I feel like they're kind of at a disadvantage purely through like numbers alone. So that would be my only thing. Other than that, it's really cool.
Yeah, I agree. And that's why we sort of introduced you can spend the points as a bulk to give like that bonus at the end of the battle check. I reckon we'll see how that goes, because that might help a bit. Because at the moment, I mean, you're fighting an army bigger than yours, almost twice the size. So it was a war of attrition. Although that last roll was amazing. They got like +7 or something. It was nuts. Like it was the ideal roll. It was so good. But yeah, so so if you want to see more of that, we'll be using it in Return of the Dragons too. Don't worry. I'll be playing around with a revised edition of this once we get up to a large scale battle in Return of the Giants.
For sure.
Otherwise, Cosmere RPG, I've got some really exciting news coming there shortly. Keep an eye on the Discord. I'll be publishing some pictures, some artwork, and some music in there as well. So keep an eye out for that. I'll have some updates for you shortly. But yes, as soon as Curse of Strahd wraps up, we are jumping into the Cosmere TTRPG. Our first campaign, Echoes of War, originally we're going to set a little bit later on in the timeline. I'm going to actually bring it back in time. We're going to set it during the events of the first book. Partly that is so that people who don't know the Cosmere worlds and don't know the Stormlight Archive series very well can actually enjoy and understand what's happening. Really good idea. Very, very helpful. But also because it allows us to play around with an interesting moment in the timeline, with the sort of the foundation of the Knights Radiant from start to finish, which I think will be really cool. So keep an eye out for that. I'll have news coming shortly on that as well. And that is all the fun, crazy stuff I've got to share before we do our recap. Anything else before we jump on in? Oh, Jared is here. His camera's just off. Camera's not on.
Yes, just for tonight. I just with all the anxiety and stuff I've had. Just been. Felt it just be easier for me to be here instead of me going, oh shit, no, I don't want to be on at all tonight. Like I'll just bounce.
Yeah, mate,
like,
no dramas at all.
Mm-hmm.
No dramas at all. Podcasts won't even notice. They wouldn't have known if I hadn't.
Well, that's true. They won't notice at all.
I just have to let Twitch and YouTube know. Otherwise, there'll be someone commenting being like,
I was gonna let them know.
Did Jared die again? Because I did have someone jump into Curse of Strahd and say, I rolled a grayed out portraits all the characters who've died. And I was like, no, what? That's a great idea. We're doing that. Yeah. We'll have a kill count for the DM on the corner.
My only other shout out before we start is Silk Song is it's so good. It's so good.
Yeah.
It's so hard, but so good.
But that's the thing, right? A delayed game will eventually be good. A rush game will forever be bad. Silk Song is the fundamental example of like, take your time, get it right, and it is worth it.
It's so good.
There's
And No Man's
one
Sky,
thing,
they
like-
also fucking nailed that too. I don't know if you've been playing the new Voyages update. Whoa.
One
It's-
thing I've
it's so
loved
good.
about. Oh, sorry.
No, that's
I was
it.
just gonna say, like, my little Australian heart, just knowing they're from like Adelaide, like Team Cherry. Like,
Yeah.
I just noticed those little red berries you got to do the little bounce and attack on to get over. And
Yeah.
I was getting murdered by that for so long. And then you go up to that big fight, and then I kept getting murked by that. And I was like, oh god, kept doing the
Watch-
run. But noticed
Sat on the couch watching Ren die for half a day.
because all she's listening to is just like just me doing that for like
Yep.
for like a solid 2 hours. But long story short, I was looking at the little plants on the side, and they're like little sturt desert peas. I'm like,
Yeah.
what? That's amazing! Like
It's-
Australian plants in the game.
There's
I
a
was like,
lot of
little
Australian
things like
influence
that.
on the fauna and flora.
Yeah.
If you play it and you've got a bit of an eye for that kind of stuff, you'll see more and more they've been influenced by Australian insects and flora. It's really cool.
It's
it's really fun.
I also really love the artistic and game design. I've seen how it's using I've seen a behind the scenes of how it's actually the sets are actually assembled, and it's essentially it's almost like an animation in the case that you've got foreground, midground, background.
Because they look like a stereoscopic 3D thing,
It is.
right? Yeah.
So you get this parallax effect.
Yeah,
and they've
yeah.
included lighting and things like that. So you've actually got obviously hornets on one pane, but then you've also got multiple panes of different backgrounds and things like
Yeah.
that. So as
It's
she's
really
moving
clever.
through the environment, it's really, really, really cool. It's really, really good. And 3 people in the team too. It's
Oh, it's a tiny team. It's minuscule.
It's super small.
Super small. No, they've done an awesome job.
Yeah, great job. Really,
I'd stream
really good.
Silksong, but I'm too shit at it. So I don't think anyone needs to sit through watching me just go, oh, for 6 hours. I don't think anyone needs to see that.
Man, I don't know. I reckon it could be fun.
I'm not like an overreactor kind of person, so I'll just be there being like, oh, that's a shame. Do you know what it's like? But watching me play video games when I'm failing is like getting over it with Kenneth Foley, where it's just like, all right, we're going to pick ourselves back up. We're going to go back. We're going to do this again. We're going to give another go. All right. Yeah, we're going to do it. Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, that's not gone well. it's very mellow. I take failures like, yeah, this is a chance to learn and grow. We're going to
You don't get the incremental frustration where you just go for those peaks and valleys. We're like, oh man, this really sucks. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I've got this. I think I learned something like that. And then you hit the plateau where you just realize you keep sucking and sucking harder. And you're like, I'm not learning anything.
No, I become Bob
Getting
Ross,
worse.
and I start to be like
frustrated.
I'm like Bob Ross when I'm really frustrated. I'm like, all right then, well that hasn't worked. So what we're gonna do is just sit here and paint a happy little cloud and get our brush and beat the devil out of it.
But I love the sense of accomplishment when you're stuck on something for a really long time.
Yeah.
And you finally nail it, and you're just like,
Yeah.
yes, I did it.
And then you immediately get humbled in the you move into a room and get humbled. You're like,
yeah.
yep, here we go. Every Souls-like game.
100%.
Yes.
Alrighty, let's do our recap. Let's jump into the session. The Tempest Adventuring Guild, a name now legendary across the lands of Nostea, is taking on the threat posed by the return of the giants. Lyra, Niles, Harry, Ember, Bartholomew, and Grimm have sailed across the waves to the Shattered Isles, braving the hazardous erupting volcano and the elemental terrors waiting inside. With the volcano's fury quelled, with the destruction of the energy siphon at its heart, the team are now in the floating city of Seastride, looking for a way home to Oxenfurt. Soon after arriving in town, Bart attempted to infiltrate the Aarakocran Messenger Guild, but soon ran afoul of 2 peregrine falcons, pun intended. Luring the pair towards a quieter section of town, the team were able to use their magic to immobilize and capture them, interrogating the 2 to discover more about the situation in Eris and Nyx's control over the Shadow Claws. In the midst of their interrogation, the group were interrupted by the arrival of a stranger, a Meloran orc called Cassius, who believed that Melora, his god, had sent him a dream guiding him to the party. Curious about the magic items of the party, Cassius and Grimm had a little chat while the others tried to get more information from the Aarakocra. Needing to leave the city, but unsure of what to do with the siblings, there was a long discussion of how best to proceed, the conversation ending with Bart breaking both of their necks, intending to have Lyra revive them later. Grimm, however, spotted signs the souls of the Aarakocra had been claimed by a devil at the moment of their death, completely shattering the plans of the team in regards to bringing them back. Niles, now very disturbed by the events unfolding before him, soon took off toward the Safe Harbour Tavern, Bart and Cassius in tow, while Grimm and Lyra made their way to the Ocean Trading Company to secure access to a teleportation circle. In the awkward silence in the taproom, Cassius spotted 2 of his mates, an older human sailor called Swabby Seabeard and a Fire Genasi traveller called Thyra. Noticing the tension between Bart and Niles, Thyra made his way over to the pair and struck up a conversation, his easygoing nature soon dispelling the awkward air between the 2 Owlin. With Lyra and Grim soon returning to the tavern, with access to the teleportation circle confirmed, Swabby Seabeard's true identity as Jin, a member of the Palin Bards College and associate of the Tempest Guild, was revealed. Sharing what they had learned with Jin, a plan was made to head back to Oxenfurt Guild together, first collecting the gemstone recovered from the fire giants. We left off last session, with Lyra making her way to meet up with Captain Zinnia and prepare the gemstone for transport. We're going to jump straight in with Lyra as you make your way over to the Blushing Mermaid, the pirate ship, a legitimate merchant vessel that you had stashed the gemstone in, a lead-lined strongbox in the hold of the ship. Did you want to take anyone with you? I know Bart and Niles want to have a little chat by themselves.
Yeah, I think since last session, I've changed my mind slightly, and I don't think I'm going to cut it here.
Fair enough.
Just because I was thinking before we, when we had sort of a long rest, I think I want to have a bit of a chat, or try and have a bit of a chat to Corius about, okay, what's going to happen if I cut this thing? Is it going to explode? Yada, yada, yada.
So you want to try and talk to your giant echo? Okie dokie. That's gone well every time we've done that.
Yeah. So I think I might, before we sort of head off, I think I might just sort of wait to see what the plan is. Are we going to stay the night here? Are we going to go straight to Oxenfurt via?
Sounded like you guys were keen to head quickly. Was the vibe I was getting last session, but that can change, obviously. Just that was the vibe I was kind of getting last time. How are we all feeling? What is the plan?
Yeah.
Head back to Oxenfurt.
I think
the idea,
I think
we're at the teleportation circle.
Yeah, I think the vibe, especially probably with Niles and Bart, is I think we're probably wanting more to have the conversations that we want to have, probably back in the safety of the Oxenfurt.
Yeah,
just
I wondered.
Back in the Tempest Guild.
Yeah.
Plus, I'd like to get initiated properly. I guess formalities.
Start the paperwork. Yeah. You need to get the brand. Yeah.
Wait, what?
What?
Yeah. The brand.
Yeah.
Okay,
the dermal implants, the normal stuff.
Yeah, the brain chips, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, the brain worms, like the mind players. Yeah.
Well, we already have a hand.
No. We're not the health department of the US. You don't need to have a brain worm. So obviously we're gonna get you all set up back at the your lithid tadpole as you get back. I need a mind flayer parasite you. Okay, so it sounds like the plan is to head to Oxenfurt. I mean, Grim and Lyra, you know that you have access to the teleportation circle now. You've signed on for transportation. All you need to do is go get the gem. You can do that as a group if you like.
Just make sure we've got
heavy.
a tarp or a blanket.
Yeah,
something
tarp
we
or
can
blanket.
Wrap it in so we're not just openly carrying it through the streets.
That's fair.
And then I guess I'll just sort of be bringing anyone that wants to come with that's willing to give a lift. I was thinking maybe the.
I was going to use my
Tensor's floating disc. What's yours called?
Yeah.
Grim's. What did we call it?
Bony
levitating.
Yeah. So, for context, Arsenio, when Grim casts Tensor's floating disc, it's a number of spectral skeletal hands that lift up whatever it is they're carrying and crawl along the floor like Thing from the Artemis family.
Sick.
Yes.
So cool.
We always like to reflavor spells visually wherever we can, and that was a classic example of necromantic flair on a very mundane spell. Awesome. Well, Grim and Lyra, if you're doing Tensor's floating disc, you guys don't need everyone to come with you. If you're not carrying it by yourselves, that's not a problem. But I would say it's kind of like a triangle where you are in relation. So if you imagine at the moment you're down in the southwestern corner of Seastride, the Ocean Trading Company is up sort of central north, and southeast is where the ship is currently located at the southeast docks. You're kind of heading past anyway if you wanted to stay as a group. You don't need to split up.
Yeah, I might just bring everyone with us for added gem protection.
Yeah.
Cool.
If everyone else was cool with
that. As you sort of announced the plan, Jin nods and goes, well, I might tag along then. I did need to head back to the guild at some point, and a teleportation circle sounds like a great idea. Thyra, up to you if you want to come. You're welcome to.
Why not? Sounds like a great time.
Have you been to Oxenfurt before?
No.
Oh, well, you have to come. You have to come to Oxenfurt and see Oxenfurt. Oxenfurt's magnificent. Not as nice as Palin, but it's all right.
I believe you. I'm just here to tag along, really. See what happens. See the sights. Break up any arguments that might happen. So,
Do you look pointedly at anyone when you say that, Thyra, or just?
Yeah, I look at both. I look both at Bart and Niles when I say this.
Perfect.
Niles kind of like looks down at the floor.
Great. Well, let us off then. Let us away. And with that, as you begin to leave the tavern, Lyra, leading the way with Grim close behind, you make your way across the city of Seastride. Far less exciting than your undersea tour previously with the Warforged Flotsam. Now you're taking the overland route, which involves a lot of bridges and occasionally stepping across gaps between the pontoons that make up the city's outer limits. But before too long, you find yourselves back at the dock and you can see the Blushing Mermaid, once again located in the harbour. For Thyra's benefit, and for Cassius's benefit, the Blushing Mermaid, the ship figurehead, is a reverse mermaid. It has the legs and lower torso of a woman and the upper torso and head of a fish.
That's fantastic. Great image.
Amazing.
Yeah. As you stride towards the boat, Lyra, you can see a number of the crew that you recognize still unloading items from the hold of the ship. Looks like they're restocking water, restocking food, and also unloading a lot of crates of goods that are being handed over to a representative of the Ocean Trading Company. You recognize the light blue and green livery of the trading company, dressed in a very smart military-type jacket and uniform. The representative, this youngish-looking half-elf, but again, still could be in his 60s. Half-elves can be hard to pick. Probably half high elf, bit of a silvery sheen to the hair, slightly more pointed ears. Seems to be marking things off of a clipboard as the ship is unloaded. And you can see that Captain Zinnia sort of wraps up talking to this half elf inspector, spots you lot and wanders on over. Right. How you lot doing? How you finding Drifthaven? Good, right?
Always good, always good.
Wait, what was the voice I did for her? Was it Scottish, was it? It was.
I think it was a bit Scottish.
It was a bit Scottish. There we go, Captain Zinnia. That's right. I remember now. I've got the voice back. There we go. There we got it back. Can't always remember the voices I've used from the NPCs, especially when they're improvised in the moment. All right, how'd you guys go with the city? Found everything you needed to find? Bit of a commotion with the. And then she looks at the two of you, looks up at the Owl Tower, nods the Messenger Guild Tower. Yeah, all fine.
All fine.
Good. Yes, good. Flotsam gave us a beautiful little tour for the city. We really enjoyed that. Up and down we went. Not much trouble.
It's good of him. That's. I did ask him to take care of you. Sounds like he took that rather seriously. Good.
He did. No, but no troubles. Got a teleportation circle now, so I guess we've made friends with the guild of some sorts. You don't have any ideas about the requirements, do they? Favors owed.
The favor that they might be.
Any run-ins with that?
I normally don't sign blank checks, so I don't know if I could comment on what you've agreed to. What did you agree to?
Well, a blank check.
General favor.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm sure it'll be fine. Look, I must say, the guild are fairly. They treat fair. I must say, in all my experiences with them, I've never found them to be overly unfair. They're money-grubbing bastards, don't get me wrong, but you can always trust them to be that, so I guess there's a predictability there, is how I would describe it. You always know what they're after. Money.
Okay. Nothing to worry about.
Hey, what's the worst thing that could happen?
Nothing.
Look, honestly and truly, I don't think you should fash yourself about it. I think it's going to be okay. I doubt there's going to be any problems.
Can I inside check that?
Yeah, for sure. yeah. Of course you can.
I can second that.
That is a 23.
See a soul.
Oh wow.
She watches her soul shines through. Look, she's not lying. Let's get that out of the way first. She's definitely not lying. Does she think it is genuinely going to be okay? She's not sure. She's kind of assuaging your fears, not because she genuinely believes that you're fine, but just because she feels a bit bad for you in this moment and doesn't want to make you feel any worse.
Right.
But like,
What's another favor?
Yeah, and honestly, like her position on the guild, she's telling the truth when she says that. When she said all they care about is money, she genuinely believes that. That is something she 100% believes, that their only focus is money. That's all they're going to want to be interested in. Like, there's nothing else there suspicious with what she's saying.
If I can I start up a linking tattoo with her?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. 100%.
And just sort of like, hey, I'm just speaking telepathically to you right now. I just didn't want anyone to overhear this. Sorry if it's really weird.
She responds in her mind, this is really bizarre. How can I hear you in my mind? Am I supposed to reply out loud, or do I just think?
No, you can just think it. It's fine. It's a tattoo, by the way. If you're ever in Oxenfurt, hit up Inkspren. She's got the mad stuff.
Inkspren. Okay. Yep. I'll keep an eye out for that. What did you need to?
Telepathy. Who doesn't love it?
Yes. This is actually probably no. This is ideal. We need to be, because the inspector's here looking through the cargo. We're gonna have to be a bit careful getting your thing out of here. Make sure it's not declared as salvage for us. You're gonna have to be a bit careful getting it out. I don't want to pay tax on it. It's not ours. I don't want to pay tax for it. Is what I'm trying to say.
No, that is fair. That's fair. We'll figure a way. But it was just about the cutting of the gem. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it here because as we've sort of found out a little bit more about it, I am partially worried that it might explode if I try and cut it. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, not on the deck of my ship then. Absolutely not.
Yeah, no. So I think I was going to try and see about doing it at the guild. If I do end up getting anything off it, I'll be sending it your way. But explosive-wise, no guarantees, unfortunately.
Okay, all right. No, look, that's fair. If you do get anything off, just address it to Captain Zinnia of the Blushing Mermaids, and if you get it to the tower, I head by every few days to pick stuff up.
Can do. Cheers. In the meantime, I'm not sure if you'd be game or if it's overly dangerous. There might be a few fragments still left in that volcano, but not that I would recommend it given the presence of giants.
You think there's more salvage in the volcano?
Well, yeah, there were a few fragments, when it got knocked over, but again, I'd just be very, very cautious. The giants seem not to play nicely with others, so to speak.
Oh, we'll make sure we're careful if we do need to go there.
If you had a sizable team, you could probably salvage quite a bit.
Crew's not too bad. Could get them involved in some capacity. We've got a few that we can use. We could do something with this. Thank you. That's very handy. Thank you.
I would echo Lyra's sentiment, though. It's certainly a dangerous place. So just be mindful.
Exercise. Extreme caution.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Don't want to run into any trouble. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Volcano.
No, thank you for that. Appreciate it. Okay, well, here's the plan. You lot get that gemstone out of there, and I'll distract the inspector. You really need to be careful. Like this one pays attention to shit.
Okay, and then I guess when we get down there, I'm gonna cast Pass Without a Trace on us at the stone.
Yes,
and
nice.
See if we can sneak it out of there.
Alrighty, awesome. Yeah, Pass That Trace. Can I have
tied up with ropes? Yada yada yada.
Yeah. Yep. So anyone who's going onto the ship,
I'll have the. Is that to get onto the ship or get the stone off?
Get onto the ship, get the stone, and get the stone off. All three are going to be required.
Got you. I would want to cast. What do you call it first? Tensor's floating disc. As ritual will be 10 minutes, unless we need to do it right now. Then we can use a spell slot.
No, you could do it. You could do it as a ritual. You got time.
Yeah, ritual. Okay, sweet. I'll do it as ritual. Cast it 10 minutes later. It's ready, so we can walk on there. Do our thing.
Alrighty, awesome sauce. So you have your Tensor's floating disc active. A series of tiny, ghostly, skeletal hands rise from the ground and form themselves into this like transporting. Imagine like the luggage from Discworld, but it's hands instead of feet. Essentially, is the way to kind of picture this. If anyone's a fan of Discworld, you can picture that in your mind right now, and you're horrified. I can tell. But yeah, as you summon your Tensor's floating disc rim, it sounds like you and Lyra are heading onto the deck of the ship. Thyra, Cassius, Bart, and Niles. What would the four of you be doing? Good question.
So we're not sneaking on like them?
You can sneak on if you'd like. I just want to know. what the plan is, whether you wanted to or not.
No, ask about that cow I picked up as well.
Oh yeah,
that cow. If I put that on, does that help me with stealth rolls or anything?
you don't. You haven't fully identified this at the moment.
Oh, okay.
So you don't know 100% what it does. You could try, but again, you don't know whether it requires attunement either. If you put it on and it requires attunement and you try and use it, it's going to blow off your head rapidly, remove itself from your person with a loud bang.
No, what? I think I know magic. I might not risk that. Okay.
Yeah, that's fair. That makes sense. That makes sense.
I did do a stealth check, and it is dope, but I think I'd actually like to help with maybe some performance to maybe also distract the dockmaster, whoever it was.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I'll just be playing my my harp, I guess. I'm just going to hold like a small one-handed harp, and just waiting until it is on the boat. Just wander along the docks a little bit, stringing that along, trying to get eyes and attention on. I'm not going to join the ship captain. I'm just going to be an additional bit of noise in the background of like the busy street.
That makes sense. I like it. So trying to sort of like distract but not grab the attention of.
No, creating like a very, very busy metropolitan sort of situation.
Yeah, cool. Can I get a performance check, please?
Can Niles also like keep an eye on the wider scene? Like, obviously, this is all happening with the dockmaster, but like, just keeping an eye out for like anyone else who might be like paying us any mind or attention, kind of keeping more of a general lookout, sort of.
Yeah. You know. 100%. Do you want to make me a perception or investigation check? Your choice.
Well, see, like, that's the other thing. Like, I was probably going to say something similar. Like, Cassius, not very stealthy at all in being in plate armor. So,
do you want to give him advantage on this then? Do you want to give him the help action?
Yeah, I might do something along those lines because I'll be definitely... And the context as well, obviously, I don't even, like, Cassius doesn't really know what these guys are up to. I don't know what's hidden. I don't know what's been taken out. So I'm just going to sort of chill out the back, with Niles and keep an eye out for anything that might go astray for the party.
100%. Alrighty. So, perception check from Niles. 11 for the first one, but we'll take the 22. 17 on the performance check. 17 on the stealth check.
The help was useful.
Yeah,
that was good.
Lucked out there.
The 17 doesn't have the plus 10, just...
No. So 27 total and 30 for Lyra. That is fantastic. In the chaos and the hubbub of the ship unloading, you are able to quickly sneak past, moving as if you are one of the crew, moving up onto the gangplank. As you head down towards the hold, you know where the location is to activate the strongbox with the lead-lined center of it. The Warforged Flotsam is there. He is able to open it for you. I hope you are safe in your travels and that I see you again. As he opens up the strongbox for you and unlocks it.
Thank you. I'm sure we will, and I hope we see you again soon, safe and sound.
For more travels, Flotsam. You're a good
Good
guy.
luck to you. Alrighty, Lyra, as you look at the crystal in front of you, what's your passive perception? It's decently high, isn't it? I think you're like 16?
18.
18.
Oh, nice.
Lyra, inside the shadow of the ship's hold, inside the strongbox of lead, it's far more noticeable now than it was before. There's a soft, almost pulsing glow to the ruby. And the color is it's not that bright red. There's almost a kind of weird greenish tint to it, giving this strange after effect. This bright red gemstone, but casting a semi-translucent green light on the shimmering lead walls on either side, pulsing softly. It was like a heartbeat.
Hey, Grim, you're a little bit more, I don't think this is magic, this is giant tech and stuff, but,
Yes, yeah,
with your magical know-how,
somewhat, yes.
This is different.
How so?
It's green now. Well, it is slightly green, and it's like kind of less red, and it's pulsing.
is this because I'm a necromancer? A lot of people think this. Green energy, necromancy. I'll tell you it's mostly true. Yes, absolutely. I'll have a look at it, and I pull out my little monocle. Would you like me to do a check of some sort, my dear Owen?
Can I have an Arcana check, please? Or investigation, your choice.
Arcana all day, baby.
I figured it might be.
23.
23. Grim, you have seen something like this before. When you were up on Noctis or Nocturnus, there were a number of. What? Are we revealing stuff too soon? Are we?
No, please go.
When you were up
Generally
on
end well.
When you were up on Nocturnus, there were a number of items that were still active, old giant technology, and you knew that it was active by the presence of this pulsing light. Your experience with this specific technology is that it means that there is a effect, something bound to this, either an energy, a power, something that is currently active. All it needs to do to finish that activation is contact with someone who has a Heartstone.
Okay. Oh, no. And I get this just from the green energy. It's just if you have
specifically the pulsing glow. You're not sure what the green coloration means. You don't know the significance of the ruby specifically. I mean, you know that it's a power source for the fire giants. It was used to harness fire elemental energy. That makes sense. In a lot of modern artificing, rubies are used to channel heat. Sapphires to channel cold. Like there's logic here. That's kind of a bit of a through line. The green glow is weird though. With a 23. That almost seems like there's some other magic at play here beyond what the ruby is designed to do. Your knowledge is it was designed to hold and store power. The green glow indicates there's something else happening here.
So I put my little monocle down. Lyra, I've taken some notes of the stone here. Did I ever tell you about Noctis, my time there, perhaps?
No, you were suspiciously light on the mentioning of that.
Yes. It might have something to do with the 8 weeks to live curse. Yes, best not to let people know to go there. It's not very tourism friendly, we should say. But throughout my times there, I did see similar magics of sorts. This seems to require like an activation of some sorts. It's basically requiring that someone touch it with a stone in their palm. And there's only a few people I can think of, and it's us, really. It's green. You seem rather in tune of nature. It could be necromantic green. It could be druidic green. Either one of us could touch it and find out what happens.
Alternative plan, do we go back up, grab one of the guys that don't have a handstone and we have them do the manhandling? We just shove it onto the disc, get it back to the guild, hope that the guild has a lead-lined box. Profit?
I just want to know what it does.
Question mark.
Profit? But what if it does something cool?
What if it does something explosive?
Boy math.
Yes. Well, when you put it like that, it's rather likely. Can I scurry the disc underneath it to sort of hoist it up of some sort? Or
100%. Yep.
Yeah?
Yep, that's not a problem.
I'm not sure if this is possible, but I was wondering if I can, do some kind of resonance vibe check.
Resonance vibe check. I love that.
Because we don't have time to do a full-on sleep, but just kind of like a little see if it's giving out any kind of vibes, like a hey, I'm okay. That vibe.
Your crystal and water has memory error. What's going on here?
Oh no, we're doing fucking. What's it called again? What's that one where they homeopathy? They believe water remembers. For we had a random NPC roll table for Tyranny of Dragons, which you do have for this one too, but I haven't had as many opportunities to roll on it. And one of the ones was like a snake oil salesman approaches the party. And I came up with this idea of a gnome doing gnomeopathy. I was very proud of that. It was a good pun. It was a good pun. Yeah. That was good. It was a good pun. That was the highlights. Really been downhill since gnomeopathy. I peaked. I've really peaked on that. Yeah, a vibe check. I would say you're trying to do resonance vibe check as well, specifically using your Heartstone to try and figure out what's going on here.
Without touching the stone.
Without touching the stone.
Being within what I think is probably an activation range or...
Can I have a D100
anything
check?
like that? Oh, no. Oh, these go famously well.
Yeah, it's funny
the chat have called it the cursed D100. 56. That's the highest you've rolled.
That's pretty good.
By a factor of like 5 or 6.
In the last campaign.
Yeah, you used it. You rolled two D100. Two 100s on a D100.
Yep.
That's all the luck we had for D100s, and you just use them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
To be fair, one of them got you a wish spell, which was pretty sick.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as you examine the gemstone and try and concentrate with your Heartstone, not bringing your hand close to it, keeping it back, just focusing on the stone itself, moving your hand through the air, trying to see if you feel any of that pull and that connection. It is there. And as you bring your Heartstone a little bit closer, you watch as green light begins to intensify over the spot where your Heartstone is, and you watch as a section of the ruby, a perfect circle in the shape of your Heartstone, right above the point, so your hand still back, bleeds into this green color. The ruby, the coloration burns away and bleeds into this perfect circle of green. And as it does so, for a second, Lyra, at the edge of your hearing, you swear you could hear a voice calling out your name. It's faint, too faint to even identify. A whisper. Lyra. And then it's gone.
I don't know if that was a good whisper or a bad whisper.
Sorry, what was that?
The old ambivalent whisper. It's a good tool in a Dungeon Master's toolkit. The ambivalent whisper.
Are you hearing?
I tried asking the handstone, and all it said was my name.
That came from the gemstone, not your Heartstone, just so you know.
Oh, the gem said, oh.
Yep.
Well, you know, I gotta touch it.
Wait, your stones talk to you? Mine just make me get all like dry and flaky.
Mine just makes me need to moisturize.
Mine gives me psoriasis. What does yours do?
I like it. It wasn't this stone, it was that stone. And it's saying my name, and I kind of really want to touch it.
Touch it. Do it. Lyra, touch the stone.
Is that what I sound like when I'm being your subconscious, Brandon? Do it, Brandon. Touch the stone. Reach out. What's the worst that could happen, my friend? Caress its soft, supple edges.
Touch it. Yes.
And in the absence of anyone else more reasonable, I'm just gonna grit my teeth, close my eyes, and palm stone.
I'm standing behind you, blocking
yes.
the doorway so no one can see what's going on here. Do it.
Fuck yes. Do it. Fuck yes, Lyra. As soon as you touch the gemstone, there is a pulse of energy as your hand is magnetized onto the surface of the ruby. In a perfect handprint around your fingers, you watch as the ruby bleeds into green, and you, in a moment, recognize the green emerald-like color. It's the same color as Harry's Heartstone. And as your hand is attached to the outside of the gemstone, you hear a familiar voice, loud and clear, echoing through your Heartstone.
Lyra. Lyra, can you hear me?
Figment! Hey, are you still with Harry, or...?
Yes and no.
What?
Okay, elaborate.
When the giant came to take Harry and I away, I may have acted impulsively.
Elaborate?
We needed to escape. I could not let the cloud giants take me, or Harry. I have pulled both of our minds into this gemstone.
Just the mines? I swear I saw the... Oh no, she's just got Harry's dead body now, doesn't she?
It's not dead. but it is in stasis. We can't stay here for very long. You need to recover Harry's physical vessel.
All right. I mean, worst case scenario, I can make him a new one. It won't be the same.
That does seem rather extreme, and it does not solve the problem of me. The Heartstone will still be in Harry's original form.
Yep, nope, didn't think of that. Okay, well, we're gonna get you guys back to the guild, get the stone in a safe spot. In the meantime, do you need to stay in this stone, or can you jump ship?
If you are willing to provide me permission and access to your Heartstone, I can continue to speak with you in the party.
Yeah, anything that keeps you and Harry safe,
Yes, I think this would help keep us safe. Would you grant me consent to connect to your Heartstone?
You're not gonna do anything, bad, right?
No.
Bad? I'm not sure I understand.
Harmful, negative, to me that is, or, the party, or Harry.
We are friends. I would not hurt my friends.
We are friends, but I have dealt with enough Fae to know to clarify things. Well, if you promise that you're gonna not be bad.
I promise to always help when I can.
Help us, right?
Of course, Lyra.
Fuck this.
Come on, at least an insight check, surely.
Thank you. My confidence.
For Arsenio's benefit, this is Harry's warlock patron. So Harry, this is his warlock patron. It's an entity that kind of, they think you've got some theories on what this thing is. None of them are really sure. There was a theory going around that it was like the remnant of one of the giants stuck inside the Heartstone. There's a theory that it's something else, but no one's really sure how much they can trust Figment, which is very fun for me.
I voted. Just allow him to take over. Just go
full control. Yeah, he has taken full control of Harry's arm before, and that's why one of Harry's arms is now like robotic. If you see in the artwork, you'll notice the rabbit, the Harangon, has a fully robotic right arm or left arm.
Further context as well, we have ran into
aggressive,
not necessarily physical, but constructs within the Heartstones that have been hostile to us. Honestly.
Very hostile.
So we are skeptical.
So very much, I'm getting a feeling nothing bad's going to come from this.
Nothing bad could happen.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, cool.
15. Yeah, I mean, Lyra, Figment has only ever really tried to help and provided you with information when you need it. What's more, you've noticed as time has gone on, the more that Harry and Figment have connected, the more sort of access that Harry has given Figment and the more they've kind of strengthened their bond together, the more human Figment is becoming. There is now emotion in the way Figment speaks. Before, Figment was very much a very simple construct in the way it spoke. Now Figment is far more intuitive, seems to be far more emotional. That does open up the possibility that Figment can lie as well, which is something you have all considered at multiple times. I mean, Harry had to kind of explain what truths and lies were to Figment early on. It does seem like that lesson has stuck. You're not getting any feeling that Figment is maliciously trying to take over. You've never really had that vibe from Figment. You don't get the sense there's anything more here than an honest attempt
I
to
think
help.
this needs to be said. I don't trust the clanker. Sorry, I had to be said.
Yeah, fuck it. I mean,
we gotta save Super Earth. Democracy must triumph. Yeah, you're not 100% sure.
Worst case, the giants come and take the stone while we're in transit, and our last connection to Harry and Figment has gone poof. Yeah, okay, Figment. Have at it. Just as per agreement.
I'm just laughing at Christian's reactions.
Yeah, no, it is great. It is great. Like,
I don't want to influence anything. I'm being quiet.
This can only have positive effects.
Why, Christian? What is wrong with this situation?
Thank you, Lyra.
Everything is fine.
I appreciate this.
Hey, anything to help out my friends, right? So
Indeed.
just to confirm,
Anything to help our friends.
Okay.
Those were your specific words. That's
second thoughts.
that was your specific words, Ali.
What did you say?
You hear Figment say,
Confirmed. Anything to help our friends.
Lyra, you watch as the gemstone in the heart of your heartstone, the center of your heartstone, pulses for a few moments and then begins to bleed green, almost draining the color away from the gemstone in front of you. There is a feeling of pins and needles through your fingers for a moment as your arm goes numb and cold for a few seconds, and then warmth spreads back. You watch as the metallic borders around your gemstone shift slightly, the metal almost melting and reforming as it takes on a much more ornate outer casing to protect the gemstone inside. As it does so, that magnetized pull to the ruby fades, and as you pull your hand away, you watch as the ruby bleeds back to that full, vibrant red color once again. But now, with Figment connected to your heartstone, you see a figure, translucent, almost partially hidden in the very center of the gemstone, a small Harangon form in a fetal position, hugged over, ears curled around its form. You're not sure Grim can see this. You think only you can right now. Looks like Harry's spirit. Or mind?
Does this image seem familiar to Lyra? Similar to perhaps when she was stuck in a jam?
Lyra, this is eerily similar to what happened to you a very, very long time ago. And Figment did this deliberately.
Hey, Figment, have you done this to anyone else before? You know, like stick them in a gem?
No, but I saw in your memories that this might be possible, and I had to act quickly in the moment.
Fair. All right, well, we're going to get this stone back to Oxenfurt and I guess go find Harry.
Wonderful. That sounds like a plan. If there's anything you need, I'm here to help, Lyra. Anything for our friends.
And with that, the connection severs.
Owen, why am I getting I wish to correct my past mistakes energy?
Look, I don't know what it is. There's something about my campaigns, but we always end up with some sort of entity that's of questionable intentions. People want to ask it for things. Lyra, as you have now connected your heartstone to Figment, you may replace one of your existing levels with a warlock level if you wish, or on your next level up, take a warlock level instead of your druid level.
Do with your druid.
You can bypass the normal charisma requirement if you need to. This is you have connected with a warlock patron, a specific warlock patron, and you have offered it the blank check of anything for our friends. I am absolutely going to be cashing that bad boy.
The original thing was, are you going to are you going to be good? Like, are you not going to be bad?
That was your intention.
Yes.
But unfortunately, you did also then, as part of the confirmation, as part of you confirming that you were going to give Figment access, then say the phrase, and I quote, anything for our friends, which is mwah.
She would have learned by now. Also, it's just like, how many various creatures is she currently playing host to? Because by my count,
Swampy as well. You're not playing host to Figment. You're just connected through the heart. So Figment lives in Harry's Heartstone. That's where he's connected to. That's where as far as you know, that's where he's located.
There's a little rave going on.
Is Lyra the ship of Theseus?
Lyra is the ship of the ship of Theseus. Well, she also is literally the ship of Theseus. As the only character to have to be resurrected, she is also literally the ship of Theseus.
That is true.
Yeah.
From Dragon.
I would also argue that Harry is also the ship of Theseus, since he's
Harry's also the ship of Theseus. As
I'm intending on hitting a level 20 druid, so no warlock dips.
cheeky little dip into warlock, you know, between friends.
What's a cheeky dip between friends? Yeah, good to know. So that is, I will make sure we note that down, that you have offered Figment anything for our friends. That is excellent. Thank you very much. Get
Back to my
What's another bad contract, you know?
Oh, this one's extra spicy. Perfect. Thank you very much.
Like Pokemon.
No, you're being collected like Pokemon. It's not. You're not going. It's not that way. It's going this way.
Cloth and rope and hightailing it out of the ship.
Oh, there is one other thing that happens when Figment gets access to your Heartstone, because Swampy is there. Swampy activates when Swampy detects threats, correct?
Oh.
You watch as Figment sort of finishes speaking, you watch as Swampy raises a single hand up from outside. This collection of spores and mycelium rising from your form, Lyra, almost like a stand in JoJo's, sort of rising behind you, reaching forward with a hand as if trying to reach for your Heartstone for a moment. And then as Swampy touches the gemstone of your Heartstone, pulls their hand away as if they've been shocked by something. And you watch as Swampy looks down at their hand and then turns towards you. Thyra.
Not a bad idea.
Oh, fuck.
Danger. And then slowly sinks back into you.
Uh-oh.
Lyra,
So much
do you have friends as well, Lyra? That's brilliant. Is it dead? Is it alive? Ooh, mushrooms are brilliant for decomposing bodies.
Grim is worse than Vice.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Who needs a devil to corrupt you when you can just have a salesman?
Yeah.
At the right price.
That's it.
It's a long story. But yes, mushrooms are great at decomposing bodies. And I just, with that, just tying off the knots, I'm just like, let's just get back to Oxenfurt so we can unpack all this.
Sure. Can I touch it now? Is that okay?
No, our friend is in there, actually. Just to be on the safe side.
Excuse me, don't mind. Okay. I just command my little... I'm not going to ask questions about this any further after what I just witnessed. I'm imagining that you essentially just went to your mind palace, like when I see Christian Bart do the same thing. I'm just like, not asking questions. I said Christian Bart at the same time. And
Niles and Bart, yeah. We know what you meant.
Yeah, Niles and Bart. Yeah. I said the same name twice, essentially. Yeah, not asking questions. Platform rises. Let's get out of here.
Perfect. Back out on the deck of the ship, back outside. Niles, as you've been looking around for signs of danger, specifically focused on trying to locate any sort of like attention, any sort of focus or a notice that might be untoward. With a 22 with the assistance from Cassius, as the two of you kind of look around and begin focusing, you're not getting a huge amount of attention on the docks here. But you do catch Niles with a 22, with a 22. For a moment, there's a flash of movement above. And as you stop and stare, pause, you see a winged form hovering above you, high above, in a slow, lazy circle above Drifthaven. Above Seastride, sorry.
I think I know who this is.
And as they sort of do these slow, lazy circles, you recognize the wing pattern. You think it might be Soren keeping an eye on you.
Interesting.
Hmm.
Okay. Ah. Cool. Haven't had a chance to really unpack what Soren told me before, because we've, it's been a few things that have happened. I guess Niles can only really do what he can do. He's going to try and reach out on the old mind link with Bart, sort of check the connection, see if it's still active. Bart, you there?
Yes.
Yeah. Don't do anything to sort of look obvious, but I think my cousin is still here in Sea Stretch. Soren's up above, keeping an eye on things.
Is this a cousin that also wants to kill us? I don't.
This is a cousin that's maybe not fully understanding the gravity of the situation that the family is in at the moment. He seems to
wait. Soren, that name was on the papers as well.
That you saw in the Messenger Guild?
Yours, Nick's, and Soren's. But funny enough, not your uncle's, just those three.
That's strange. I told you, did I mention that my uncle is on the run? The Silverwinds.
Oh no, I meant what Nick's leader, father?
Titus.
Yeah, Titus. No, that's what I was confused by. That Titus wasn't there. It was just you, Soren, and Nick's. I didn't also know Otto was on the run. I hope he's okay. You told me in the Underdark that he was one of the ones that you're close with.
They suspect him for some type of transgression against the family, some sort of treason. I don't believe it myself, but Soren was rather convinced that it was true. I was hoping to perhaps try and find Otto when we return to Oxenfurt, pick up a trail. But I'm confused as to why Soren is still here. I thought he was returning back to the family. I'm a bit... Look, it seemed like Soren was fairly aligned with Nyx, not in a way that made me think that he was, anything like those peregrines that we encountered, but I think he perhaps doesn't understand the full situation.
Okay. I'll follow your lead.
I might try and go for a fly, see if he has something to say.
Did you want some backup?
I think it could be good. You have a way with words that I don't. I think you might be, if anyone is able to get any sense into Soren, someone with your gift for it might be better suited. I can only say what I can say, and I am perhaps not as convincing as you.
Yes, I'll definitely come.
Okay.
All right.
We're just gonna go for a quick fly around, if that's okay.
No stress. No stress at all, my friends. I'll keep an eye out for our wee friends in that little boat and such.
Oh, good.
Do what you need to do.
I imagine Cassius at this point has kind of pulled out a little hip flask and is sharing a drink with Thyra. The two of you standing outside.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
So what's the land
Bit of salami,
like, my friend? Yeah, we're just eating some donskis.
Yeah.
They're okay. I mean, Lyra's no good at small talk. So, yeah.
Do you guys eat like scorpions? Banter is like Cassius' thing, so he's like the best at small talk.
Yeah.
Yes. Scorpions, we eat them all.
Oh, very interesting.
Everyone. Yes.
We'll continue talking about our scorpion cuisine as you guys fly up. We won't bore people with that.
Putting in a role play of how to.
I know that. That's a pretty cool content.
I'm making notes when you can next go to Dromethion. There's going to be hawkers on the street being like, fresh scorpion, just trying to push it in your faces. Got some bed bugs, freshly fried.
That one might be a bit of a miss, the bed bugs.
Oh, that's where you draw the line. Bed bugs. Good to know.
Depends on how you sort of
cooked in butter and garlic, presented like popcorn.
Well, who knows? Maybe.
I was easily convinced.
In preparations of eventually going to Eris at some point, I will get it out of my backpack and prep it onto my waist before I fly up. But I do actually have a net in preparation to fight Aarakocras or Owlins. So,
yeah. As the two of you take to the wing and fly up, you see as emerging from the deck of the ship, Grim and Lyra begin to make their way down the gangplank. They look like they are doing a very good job keeping it nice and stealthy, but we'll come back to the lower docks in a moment. Barton, as you take to the air and begin to fly up, you watch as at first the form flying above you goes to kind of move away and then pauses for a moment before slowly lowering down in very sort of like, concentric, lazy circles, slowly descending to catch up with you to avoid waiting for you to fly up. As the figure gets closer and closer, Niles, you recognize your cousin Soren. Very melanistic sort of barn owl appearance, very, very dark feathers. And as you approach, he sort of hovers in the air for a few moments, flapping, tilting his head as he looks towards Bart, and then back at you, Niles, and goes, "So the young prince has returned. Safe and sound. Soren, I don't believe we've met. Soren Silverwind."
Niles has said many nice things about you.
I doubt that immensely, but I'll take it as a compliment.
Well, you're a Silverwind, and his family at least is important to him. That much I know. Nice to meet you as well.
Is that true, is it, Niles? Your actions have not been consistent with that opinion.
I work in many ways to serve the family. Ways that perhaps you do not see yet.
He has their true intentions in honor. Obviously, some of the family members are simply in it for themselves. Nyx, as an example.
Indeed. Don't suppose the two of you have seen to Aarakocra recently? There was an incident, the Messenger Guild Tower. Some snowy Owlin. Some sort of guise attempted to infiltrate and was pursued by these two figures.
I heard he had some brown highlights. I don't have that, sorry.
Indeed. Well, you have not seen them. You do not know where they are. The twins.
No. Are they causing trouble?
No. They're attempting to catch someone who has the potential to cause a lot of trouble. Maybe a deception check, Bart. That's an outright lie. That is a flat-out lie. You killed both of them. Defenseless, tied up as your prisoners, you snapped both their necks.
Oh, fuck.
In cold blood. Literally in cold blood.
Is there any way I can get some juicy help action from my best bro?
No. Niles is going to be rolling. No. Niles is also rolling a deception check because I'm pretty sure, given Niles' reaction to all of this, Niles is going to be focusing everything he has on just keeping his face still and without giving anything away. I'm tempted to give you disadvantage because of Niles' specific feelings and thoughts on the subject. Oh, don't worry. The stream has given you disadvantage for me.
Reap what you sow.
I believe Dalton Ekins is applying what I like to call the law of karma.
That was a good roll too. That was a good roll.
It's unfortunate.
Okay, a 7.
7.
But the stream also last session felt sorry for me and gave me inspiration, so I'm going to use inspiration and take the best of 3.
In that case, you just cancel out the disadvantage because you can't just keep stacking.
Oh, yeah.
You don't just keep stacking disadvantages and advantages. So in that case, we'll just take the 22. That's fine. So you cancel out the disadvantage with an advantage. Yeah. So because you're not really supposed to stack multiple disadvantages and advantages, you're just meant to cancel them out. It's easier.
I didn't think that inspiration counted as an advantage, sort of just a flat re-roll.
I'm happy for you to cancel out the disadvantage. I think that's a fairer use of the rules and application of them. Yeah.
I will use the nice chatter to cancel out the evil chatter. I
don't think you can apply. Yeah, I still need a deception check from Niles. Of course I do. I need to know your poker face.
That's a whole different kettle of fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair enough. This is just a straight roll.
I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it won't be a natural 1. I can't feel a natural 1 coming.
No fucking way.
It's a natural 20. Damn, son. That is a sick nat 20.
That's great.
Niles is the essence of... He is the essence of the wind. He is the soul of stillness. He is poker face. There is not a single emotion visible on Niles's expression right now. There is nothing.
I like to think that Niles goes into his like mental like he falls back on his like monk training and just tries absolutely to just like go into his like inside his inner happy place and just...
Niles has fully dissociated. Like the body is still moving, but the mind has gone elsewhere. It's not dealing with this right now.
That is all I am. Yep.
You watch as Soren sort of looks at both of you very carefully. You almost convinced me. If I hadn't seen you capture both of them and drag them inside a building.
Oh, God.
I told you.
Well, fuck.
The snowy one with highlights. I can track them down for you, though.
I don't think that'll be necessary.
Look, what are you doing watching us?
There was a call to action, an emergency with the Messenger Guild. I'm supposed to be on the lookout for this renegade Snowy Owlin, and if possible locate the 2 Aarakocra who were in hot pursuit last we checked in. The supervisor has asked for every member of the Messenger Guild to attend to this, since I am technically a messenger.
Really? I thought you were mainly focused on serving the Silverwind family.
I hold a title amongst the Messenger Guilds as a contractor. I provide advice, guidance at times.
Do they always distrust their own?
They never distrust their own.
Sorry, forget I said nothing.
Forget you said nothing. Forget you said anything?
Forget I said anything.
Very well. Well, if I am asked, I can honestly say that I questioned 2 suspects, and they were emphatic in their denial of having any knowledge of this.
I feel like there's something else here. Sorry. Is there anything you want to elaborate on?
I've said my piece to you, Niles. You understand that your number of second chances has run out. Titus grows impatient.
I was wondering that, actually. What is the relationship with Nyx and Titus these days? Are they so close?
Titus thinks so. And that's what matters. As long as Titus believes that Nyx is still serving his interests and his alone, what more is there to discuss?
Interesting.
Titus's time as head of the family is coming to an end, Niles. You must see the signs.
Of course. It's much the same. I remember when Nitus was in... Well, I was only a hatchling, but... I remember the power plays. I remember the vying for power. And it was a little less dramatic.
I think you might have been blind to it as a young hatchling at the time. I know I was. The current shift, Niles, you need to pick your allegiance to our people, or to these, as he gestures down at the group below. Outsiders.
Don't talk to him like that. You have no idea what he's been going through trying to make sure that he can help you all.
I have a fair idea. We've been keeping tabs on you.
Okay. Well, there's tabs being kept on a lot of people, apparently, so I wouldn't be so trusting in everyone.
Indeed. You do not realize yet, young prince, that your re-emergence on the surface world, when your family find out where you are, they're going to come for you.
That's what I've been hoping and waiting for the last 7 months.
No. You still think that they... When I said come for you, did you honestly think they were coming to help you? Oh, my poor little hatchling. You don't honestly still believe that they want you, do you?
I think there's a lot of confusion currently. I don't know what has happened, but
let me clear it up for you then. Your brother, Alphonse,
gave me away, cackling, laughing. I've already heard this from a devil.
Huh. Not known devils to speak the truth outside of a end that serves their own. Clearly there was something this devil wanted. That is the truth. Your brother handed you off. Nyx was there. She saw everything.
And I'd like to hope that he had a reason, or my father was ignorant in the matter. I still hold some sort of hope in that regard.
But your father knows that you're weak. That you will not do what needs to be done when Eris try and take control. Do you deny it? Would you stand with Eris when they attempt to wrestle control of this world? Do you have that in you? I don't think you do.
Love is not a weakness, and you have no idea what I will and already have done.
I never said love was a weakness. I simply said that you were too weak.
And that is why my family thought me weak.
Are you saying that you would serve your father's interests, that you are loyal to Eris, and that you will lead an army of Owlin and Aarakocra to scour all other races from this world, to expand the Eris Empire into this plane, conquer it like we have the Plane of Air and countless others? Are you saying that you would do that? Because I don't think you have it in you.
Leading the people, yes, but why does it need to be that desired goal?
It doesn't.
Exactly.
But that is the goal your father has in mind. That is his plan. The plan that has been passed down through generations of his family, of your family.
It's the same goal as far as I'm aware that Nyx has, so nothing's going to change.
Nyx
Just
doesn't
one tyrant
want,
or another.
Nyx doesn't want this world burned. Are you kidding me? The races, the other groundwalkers, they have their place. They don't need to die. They shouldn't die. They can be useful.
What has Nyx told you then? What is her plan for all of this?
Eris is dead. If there's a vast army, a horde of Aarakocran warriors in the Plane of Air, why are they not here? The ways are open once again. The giants have returned, their technology functions. Planar travel is possible. Where is the army that was awaiting? I think it's gone. Nyx believes that the Eris Empire has fallen in the long absence. We need to scour these fanatics from our people. And we need to head back to the Plane of Air. We've had fun here for a time. But we need to go home and find out what's happened to the rest of our people. That is Nyx's goal.
Can I insight check that?
100%. Yeah. Don't you hate it when NPCs make convincing arguments and you're like, I hate this person and I don't trust them? But that does make sense.
The insight check shows they're 100% a douche. Oh, that's crazy.
Oh, very nice.
This dude, you've passed the DC check. This is a dumb cunt. DC check completed. No, so 25 on the... 25. Niles. Soren believes every word he is saying. Every single word. He is deliberately trying to goad Bartholomew. He is trying to goad Bart. But he believes 100% that if Bart's family find him, they will kill him. That Bart was handed over to the Duergar by his family. What he was saying before, he was trying to test Bart. He wanted to know where Bart's allegiances and loyalty lie. He was hoping Bart would say, no, I don't have that in me. I'm not going to do that. He's looking for allies to help take down Eris. And the son of the current Zishi turning against his father, turning against his family, he could be a powerful figurehead for Nyx's cause. Legitimacy within Eris. That's what he's going for. But he's not lying. He believes everything he's saying. Question is, Is it the truth? Hard to say. But he believes it, definitely. So it's when he says this is what Nyx has shared with him, he's telling the truth.
I don't understand that. Well, no, I do. That's a lie. How do you reckon with the cloud giants then? But where do they all fit into this?
They want their city back. They'll take it back. Eris is lost. It's the dying ember of a dead dream. We need to get our people out of there.
Return to the plane of air. That's it.
Yes. There will be some who won't come, many who won't come. But we need to find what's happened to our people. We left our home a long time ago, Niles. And our people were powerful and strong. But they haven't come for us. They haven't come to find what happened to their lost city. We've just been abandoned here.
The problem with that, though, is it just sounds like a cycle that's about to be renewed. Say you head there, say it is dismantled. It kind of just sounds like Nyx wants to just start the engine back up again.
If Nyx wanted to rule an empire, she'd have killed Titus and taken control of the Silverwind family 6 years ago. Nyx doesn't want to rule. Not anything larger than a elite force of units. Nothing more than that. A company is even too much for her. She doesn't care about that. Power is not what she wants, not that type of power.
Very conflicting with your comments of other races having a place, being able to serve.
I never said that they were here to serve. I just said I don't think we need to kill them. That they have a...
That is my point, though. You and Nyx, that entire side, are just jading morals to suit your own agenda.
Let me speak plainly in facts, then. The Cloud Giants will kill everyone in Eris if they do not get what they want. The city will be scoured, and our people will be left shattered and broken, without even understanding their Zishi betrayed them generations ago. That is the fact. We need to deal with it before that happens.
On that we agree.
Think on it. Keep an eye out for Cloud Giants. We've got some weeks yet, stalling. In that time, we plan on evacuating as many people from the Theocracy as we can. Once you've finished your mission to the north, Niles, feel free to come and help us.
I will.
Seriously?
I will also... Yes.
Good.
I will keep an eye on the movements of the giants. We are learning more in our travels. I said before what I said I meant. I am here to help not only the Tempest Guild, but also the family. If there's information that is required, if what you say is true, perhaps an exchange of information would be beneficial. Understanding the giant threat it seems pertinent to all.
Show wisdom, Niles. Perhaps Otto didn't corrupt you too much.
No. I don't think he corrupted me at all.
There. Well, good luck. Try not to wander in to any other Messenger Guild towers without some sufficient disguise. Or better yet, avoid them entirely. You're lucky I was here and asked to aid in the search. Others, more loyal to Eris, will not be so blind as I have chosen to be this day.
Well, I'd like to message Niles quickly and just be like, keeping aces up our sleeves is important, but if he's not going to report us back, and for the most part, he's been amicable, if not a jerk, should we warn him about the poster? Maybe even about Nyx's possible connections to Vice and Mephistopheles? Give him maybe a bit of a heads up?
What? Wait, what? You haven't told me. Is this to do with what happened? Oh, we haven't quite talked about that yet. I was outside. What happened in there?
Well, you already know that Nyx was quite interested in Obsidian Foot. I have reason to believe, especially with a feeling that occurred when I put the peregrines to rest.
Oh, we should tell him.
Okay.
Are you lot okay? You went very quiet for a moment there.
Sorry, just gathering thoughts.
Of course.
Bart, did you want to?
It's your cousin.
In the interest of sharing information as a show of good faith, we do believe there are some more. Well, this is news to me. Nyx had run-ins with certain individuals in the Underdark while I was there. I've explained as such. There were other run-ins. I suspect that she could have some sort of connection with the devil of some description.
Yes, I am aware of this.
How so? Just with her dealings with...
She told me. Before she spoke with him for the first time, that she planned on seeking help.
With the devil?
We were desperate, Niles. We are still desperate. At least with the devil, it's give and take. A merchant's contract. Not so different from what we do every day in the Silverwind family. You know the price you're paying up front? And given Eris's ties to devilish forces, we can hardly be surprised. One devil trumps another, so they say.
I would be wary then of such ramifications if such forces are meddling with our affairs. I would not want to see their forces bolstered.
We have no intention of allowing devils or demons access to Nostea, despite how hard they argued for it.
The other information is that your face was on posters within the Messenger Guild, so there are clearly individuals who might be after you. Yes.
No, my cover's intact with the Messenger Guild. That's not possible.
It was alongside Otto's, if that's any sort of an inkling of what they think of you.
What?
They may be suspicious that you have defected, perhaps.
Fuck, no. I've been careful. This isn't possible. Where did you see this?
I got a bit of information from a highlighted white snowy owl.
Shit. Thank you. I'm not going to enjoy what comes next. I need to get out of here. You lot as well. If they are onto me, my cover within the Messenger Guild, if the Eris Theocracy are aware that I am working with Nyx to destroy them, then me being sent to look for you may not be a coincidence. I need to leave Seastride, get back to the Silverwind family, find out if my cover truly is blown. Fuck, this is going to be so annoying.
Nyx's photo poster was there as well. It seems like they have tabs on both of you.
Oh, I'm not surprised that they're aware of Nyx. She's been vocal against the Eris Theocracy for many months now. But I was supposed to be... It's not meant to be anything tying me to her as far as Eris is concerned. This is unfortunate. Thank you.
There is another thing.
Mm-hmm.
You are aware that Nyx is the head of the Shadow Claws, correct?
Of course.
Right.
The Shadow Claws, their allegiance is no longer with Eris, Niles. They understand as well as the rest of us that the time of the Eris Theocracy is over.
I think this might be the right decision. We've got linking tattoos. It's not really too useful to us. We've got another pair of this already. I would like to grab out and flick over to him in the air the Drow Sending Stone.
Ooh.
As you flick it up in the air, he catches it deftly and looks, goes, "What is this? A rock? Thanks, but I'll be fine."
No, it might not look quite the usual, as this is a specialized one from Shadowblade Hunters. It's a sending stone. In case maybe we want to talk again. 3 uses per day.
This might come in handy. And, might I say, this shows that you are willing to do what it takes to save our people, Bart and Niles. I was preparing myself for disappointment when I came looking for you. Color me impressed. I think you both understand what's at stake here and why we need to be working together. I'll let Nyx know that we've caught up and that you're interested, or at least amenable. Enemy of my enemy sort of thing, shall we say.
On that we can agree.
I'll take it. Alliance in a moment of overwhelming odds, still an alliance that can help us.
I'll have like flashbacks to us doing the exact same thing with Nyx with Obsidian Foot.
Oh, yeah.
Good. Well, I guess I can help keep Titus off your back for a little bit longer, Niles. It's a show of good faith. Let me offer one in return. I'll speak to Titus on return to Silverwind. Let them know that you are working in the interests of the family on a special project, one that will bear fruit, dividends, in many months from now.
That sounds good.
Should give you some time unmonitored as well.
Excellent. I appreciate that. Thank you, sir.
It's good to be on the same side, Niles.
We always have been.
I understand that now. I wasn't sure, but I see now that we are. Right. I need to get out of here. To make sure that the Messenger Guild aren't following me. You lot need to get out of here too. What's your exit strategy? You're not taking a boat, are you?
We're taking a boat.
You cannot take a boat. That is far too slow. You need another way out of here. Call an airship or something. Make sure the Messenger Guild don't see you.
Don't worry, we have a Faderance in town. We will be quite quick.
Good. Because if your memories are probed, I don't want to leave this conversation getting back to me.
I hope that doesn't come to that.
If you're captured by Eris, that's exactly what's going to happen. They will strip everything from you. All the knowledge that you've obtained. And use it to hurt those that you love, that you care for. Simply know you. You haven't seen the brutality of Eris, Bart. You've lived in its opulence and luxury. Welcome to the real world, where the rest of us have to live.
Could I ask a favor? You mentioned something.
Yeah.
You're a member of the Messenger Guild. I wasn't aware of that.
Well, I was. Now that my cover's been blown, I'm not so sure that's the case. I was a consultant for them, but now I'm concerned if my posters up with the wanted posters of persons of interest, I will need to be very careful with my future dealings with the Messenger Guild.
Well, if you are stopping by, at least see strides to keep up your appearance in the meantime. Could you just ensure that the outgoings to the theocracy make their way safely?
I can't promise that, Bart. I'm not going anywhere near the Messenger Tower. I'm getting the fuck out of here, back to the Silverwind Manor. Straight away. Sorry.
It's fine.
But if it's any consolation, if you snuck in a letter for someone back home, or elsewhere, as long as you weren't seen doing it, it won't be a problem.
Thank you for saying something nice.
Just giving you the facts. That's all I'll ever do. With that, you watch as Soren turns and flies off.
Well, that went quite well.
I'm just going to lean, fly over and just bear hug Niles. I'm so happy that you're talking to me, finally.
Oh, right, I forgot about that. Zip. No.
Well, yes, we do have some unresolved things that we do need to discuss.
I know, we still need to talk, but when you, messaged me and you're like, hey, can you fly up and be my bro, it really meant a lot.
Look, I needed someone else there from needed someone else there, and you're the only one that I could think of that would be able to help in that regard.
You're the only one I could think of too. Okay.
Back down on the ground, Thyra and Cassius. You watch as Grim and Lyra begin to unload the gemstone, wandering down the gangplank as quickly and quietly as they can, moving behind a number of sailors who are transporting a much larger box on a small wagon-like cart, moving behind it, trying to stay out of sight. You watch, however, as the inspector turns a page on the clipboard and then, with a little sort of under his breath, begins to walk towards the ship.
All right. So, I had been sort of looking out, obviously, after Niles flew off. And as I see them sort of come out and see the inspector sort of coming along, do I know this person at all? Have I ever met them?
Do you want to make me a quick history check? Let's see. Do you know the inspector for the Ocean Trading Company?
Pretty good at history.
Yeah. I reckon 15. Cassius, you do vaguely know this person. On the rare occasion that you've been involved with helping out other ships, occasionally you've worked as a bit of an add-on crew member for ships. You've helped unload stuff in the past. You have actually bumped into this man before. His name is Lyra. He is. Oh no, that's too close to Lyra. Sorry, let me use another random name. I got another name. Let me use another name.
Lyra, and how Lyra.
No, that's right. I got another name. His name is Kyra. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I just wanted to see if I could get you. His name is Lyris. He is a.
Okay.
It's close. It's different enough. It's different enough. Yeah, he is a half high elf. He's lived on Seastride for a number of years. Worked as a sailor for a while before switching jobs and began working with the Ocean Trading Company. Amenable enough fellow, but a stickler for the rules. Very, very much. So he was the bosun on previous ships when he has been a sailor. He is, yeah. There's a preciseness to him, very literal. Not a big sense of humor, Lyris.
All right. No problem.
L-E-E-R-A-S, Lyris.
Yep. So as I see him sort of going over to them or going that general direction, I sort of go. Yeah. I sort of come up to him, sort of to the area where I sort of call him from the opposite direction, so he turns his back to them as they're coming further along.
Yep.
Lyris, hey, how you doing there, my friend? Haven't seen you for a fair while.
Oh, Cassius, it's good to see you again. It's been a while. How you doing?
Yes, no, I've been all right. Just been here in Seastride myself, just stretching my legs and such. Now, I was wondering, do you have anything, by all means, that anyone at all looking for anyone that needs anything? What am I trying to think? And I'm sort of
you in between jobs?
Out the convo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Between jobs. That's what I was going to bring up, my friends. Anyone looking for any potential hands or anything like that on the ships here?
As he's drawn to conversation, Thyra watches. Yeah. Cassius, quite broad-shouldered, takes up a bit of room, standing very close to this Lyras, like looming over him as he talks. You can see Grim and Lyra.
As I am talking, trying
to lead him around.
I am actually walking so if there's I imagine sort of where we are, there's docks and stuff like that. These guys are coming from another ship. I take him in the opposite direction, so whatever that we're looking at there, whether that's another ship or anything like that, I'm just sort of now doing hand gestures, sort of getting involved, pointing at things now, like, oh, that's a bloody nice ship now, isn't it? Beautiful vessel.
Which one?
There.
Oh, yes, I suppose it's nice enough. Yes.
So I'm drawing him away even further, drawing his attention to things that are in the opposite direction, and as I'm talking to him, I'm asking him, questions about. Oh, so yeah, any jobs? What's in port at the moment, my friend?
Could you make me a persuasion or deception, I guess?
What's that, sorry?
Persuasion or deception, I would say.
Okay. Well, either way, they're the same. That is a good roll.
18. That's fantastic. It looks like at first he was trying to sort of direct back towards the ship, but immediately arm around his shoulders, you're sort of pulling him along, and he goes along with it, not wanting to be impolite and not wanting to sort of, not wanting to just shut you up and brush you off. As soon as he turns his back, Grim and Lyra, as you emerge from behind this large box, you see Thyra sort of looking towards you, checking back at the inspector, and then gesturing to run along. Thyra, could I please get from you I'm going to say this falls under sleight of hand or survival check. Your choice.
Survival.
I
Looks
thought
like a guidance on there as well.
Fair.
Feeling a warm and fuzzy feeling for a moment about to Owlin hugging out, knowing that he caused that. He made that.
Yeah. He made that happen. You hear Thyra just singing to himself in the docks. When you try your best and you do succeed.
You at least started the embers.
Natural fucking 20 on the survival check. In total. The natural 20 is that's the number we really love at this point. Thyra, natural 20. Not only do you notice everything going on with the two Owlin up above, in addition, you also notice the gemstone as it's being transported along. The Grimm's little scuttling hands, something's happening to them. They are connected and touching the gemstone, and you watch as they are starting to grow weaker and weaker, almost beginning to fade away as the magic is being drained from them. You notice this, and immediately as you do, you realize that this gemstone is pulling energy from it, and you reckon you could stop that happening. The magic from your spell guidance, that's enough magical energy to get this going for the moment. You don't think you need to waste a spell slot on this. It'd be all too easy to dump a spell slot and push in enough magical energy to try and renew Grimm's spell. You don't think that's necessary. You think a very simple little bit of magic to strengthen that spell. Even the cantrip guidance would be enough to do it, to strengthen the weave, to provide a little bit of a barrier and allow Grimm's spell to hold in this moment. Natural 20 is always going to get you some good shit.
Hell yeah. Damn.
Yeah.
I think, seeing that, Thyra feeling like he needs to do something, he'll get that guidance going for the magic, to booster it a little bit.
Grimm, you watch as Thyra gestures towards you, pauses, kind of like squints, confused for a moment, and then waves his hands as this little golden light flashes. You feel for a moment this kind of resonance through your spell, and then as you look back, you watch as your little hands now have tiny little angel wings, and they're much stronger as they begin pulling along, illuminated by this little golden light.
It's like if I picture the hands are like, then like just like getting flatter and flatter and flatter down. It's just like, what's going on? What?
And then Thyra feeds them a quick magical Red Bull, and then you watch as they all jellyfish up and away.
Yes.
Yeah. A Red Bull gives you wings.
Thyra gives you wings.
Yeah. As soon as the magic takes hold, the spell strengthens. And Grimm, you hadn't even noticed this, but the gemstone is draining the magic from your Tensor's floating disc. It's drinking it in.
Oh. Well, I've got two thirsty boys with me right now. I look at my hand, and then I look at the gem. A lot of thirsty gems in my life right now.
That's one way to put it, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, I need to try and figure this out. One needs corpses, one needs magic. I'll walk down to Thyra. Sorry, if we need to try and not be seen. I'll look at Lyra while we're still in our sneaky state. Do we want to make our way to an alleyway or something of sorts straight away? Yes.
I was thinking we just sort of... Yeah.
We just point them where we're going. Yeah, we shouldn't stop for a chat.
They're currently walking towards you, Thyra. They haven't covered the gemstone with any sort of fabric. Luckily, your cloak is definitely large enough. A little bit of tarp? Oh, okay. Yeah. Apologies. There's a tarp. Okay, there is a tarp over the gemstone. No, that's right. There's a tarp over the gemstone. It is wrapped up with rope. In that case, then you don't need to grab your cloak and throw it over. But as they're walking along, you can see Grimm is now concentrating on the spell, keeping it active. Lyra sort of hanging back a little bit. You know the city better than anyone at this point, out of the party. Well, maybe not so much with Cassius. Cassius knows the city way better, but you know the city better than Grimmaw or Lyra at this point. And as you can see, I mean, you know where the Ocean Trading Company is at this point. If you're happy to take the lead, you can help guide them through some back alleys and keep them safe.
Yeah, I definitely think I'll just take that lead, seeing sort of everything going on. He's switched on enough to know, this is not time to mess around and no jokes. He will sort of take the lead.
I will use your natural 20 survival for your navigation through the city as well. I mean, you know exactly where to go. Yes, Lyra.
Can I ask Figment, hey, this gem, it's safe to be teleported via teleportation circle, yeah? Like, notice it's doing a bit of an energy drain thing.
I am unsure.
Is it gonna?
It should be okay. Is that how you plan to transport back to Oxenfurt?
That's what we were planning on it, but, we can come up with alternative arrangements if you think it's, gonna cause issues.
I will run some analysis and see if I can figure out what's going on. I am needing to drain more energy to help keep Harry alive.
Can I do an insight check on that? Just with everything going on, it's like...
There's a lot of draining stones.
Lyra,
this
gemstone is a massive power source. That cannot be true.
Hey, Figment, what's actually, using the energy? I mean, we've already been told that this gem is literally a battery of sorts. I mean...
Apologies.
And that it would disappear when,
I do not wish to unduly alarm you. Your companion, the one you are walking with, the one I have not yet met or spoken to. There is something different about his heartstone. I was trying to analyze his magic. You need to be careful, Lyra. I sense something dark, something hungry.
We already know. Look, ask him yourself when we get back to the guild and all's well and safe and whatnot. But, one issue at a time, as they say,
Does he know about me?
Not that we've told him, I don't think.
I would like to keep it that way, for the time being, until I know that I can trust him.
Fair. Can that insight check just sort of carry over? Is there any sort of motivations or
Lyra?
Truthfulness?
Is that asking about me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Lyra,
good.
Figment is scared. There is fear in his voice. It's subtle, but he's scared of Grim, or specifically Grim's Heartstone.
That's interesting.
But sort of, the whole draininess of it that's kind of got you spooked.
It feels wrong. When I first felt his presence near the gemstone, I had flashes of something. Vision and memory. Terrible pain. And that sensation emanating from his stone. I think I've felt something similar before.
Not part of you now, is it? I mean, you're kind of like a fragment of a Figment.
No, whatever that is, it is not part of me. It is something else. Something familiar.
Familiar, but not you, huh? Well, I say, one problem at a time. Let's get everyone back to Oxenfurt and, we'll figure it out. Or we won't, and we'll all die. One or the other.
Very well.
And with that, the connection goes silent once again.
Is the energy drain from the
Stops
stone
immediately.
sort of still...
Stops immediately. It already had stopped when Thyra strengthened it with guidance. As soon as Figment detected that you were aware of that, he immediately cancelled what he was doing. He didn't... Figment wasn't meaning to actually cause a problem here. He just wanted to assess it. With your insider 26, there was a bit of embarrassment. Yeah.
He also hasn't analyzed something without being asked first, ever. So, thanks, Lyra.
Anything for our friends, right?
It would just need to, look, I mean, if it had something to do with Harry and, it was stopping Harry from dying and, we told him he couldn't do it, we'd feel bad, right?
This is also the first time you've caught Figment in an outright lie. He outright lied to you.
Yeah, we need to hurry up and get Harry back and then get him out of my hand.
So it's the first time Figment has outright lied to you that you've caught. That was an outright lie.
True.
Now I'm wondering how many others were there.
As Bart and Niles descend, catching up with the rest of the group, you can see them moving through the city streets quite quickly. Cassius, you have as much of a chat with this guy as you want to, but you do see the rest of the team moving off. How much of a chat do you have with this guy? Genuine catch up, or just keep it quick?
Look, until everyone's sort of out of sight, out of harm's way with this guy, I'll sort of wrap it up with, oh, thanks so much for the recommendations and stuff. I'll take them to account for now. There is another little job I'm scouting out in town, so by all means, I will get back to you with that.
Yes,
Thank
but
you
of course,
so much.
No problem. And if I find anything, I'll let you know.
Soon, my friend. And then with
Okay.
that, I'll sort of
Bye, Cassius.
take off as well.
Yeah.
I won't. I'll sort of make it look pretty natural though.
Yeah.
And then I'll get to the alleyways and I'll sort of pick up with probably Niles and Bart at this point, unless they're flying. I don't know what they're doing, of course.
Oh God,
but then I'll make my way to the
kids.
party.
Go, quick, get out now.
My youngest has just started swimming lessons, actually, Cassius.
Oh, that's amazing.
I have some pictures here. My wife is getting very good at the little portrait. Let me show you.
Just keep him at the tavern. I'll pick him up. No, I don't know. I'm just gonna head off for now, though, my friend.
As all of you catch up
at this point, I'm far away. Yeah.
As all of you catch up and begin making your way to the Ocean Trading Company, Jin meets up with you as well, having watched the whole thing from afar. I must say that was very impressive. You did quite a good job there, all of you.
Oh. Yes. Nothing definitely went wrong. No, not at all.
Wonderful. I was planning on sort of stepping in if it looked like the inspector needed to be. I was going to disguise myself as his superior and tell him that he was on leave of some sorts, but you had it completely sorted, Cassius. Very nicely done.
Just knew the lads, so I thought I'd make myself available and such.
A man after my own heart. Always the best way forwards, having friendly connections.
Nothing definitely went wrong, right, Lyra? No, like line of questioning.
No, I think everything went smoothly.
The rest of the day.
Insight check. I've been around you guys enough to know.
Yeah.
Nothing worse than the rest of how today is already gone.
Yeah.
How do you lie again? Is it stealth?
Deception.
Oh, okay, that one. There we go.
14, 15, 14 for the insight, 15 for the deception. These are all right rolls.
Lips are being very stealthy.
Sorry, now that we're still on track for resurrecting the 2-hour Kokra too.
Yeah, no, Niles all sounds good. Lyra seems a little bit off, but it doesn't seem serious. It's something she'll tell you about it later. There's nothing urgent, nothing that serious.
As long as it wasn't too serious, and you seemed successful, so good job.
Yes.
Oh, the stones.
Also, Harry is in this stone.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that one.
What part of Harry?
How do you know this?
Because there is a fragment of a figment in now my hand.
What's a figment?
Oh.
A fragment of the figment. Is a fragment of a figment of an imagination?
No, let's maybe we talk about
something like that
back in the guild. I think this requires.
Yeah, let's get back before Can
Owen, can I do an insight check to see if they're lying to me about something right now?
You don't need to do an insight check. Passive insight. They're not lying. They're just, there's clearly something that they let slip and they're regretting letting slip, and now they're trying to brush over it. You don't think it's against you per se, but
I'm not trying to metagame, but I just want to
go for an insight.
Grim knows there's something going on here.
Go for an insight. Let's have a look.
Well, does Grim know that, because I'm pretty sure we told Grim that, our friend had been
22.
Taken.
Yeah.
Did we not say that?
I built this wizard to be part of an investigator of sorts, so...
Yeah, nice.
Grim. There is way more going on here. When she held up that weird stone and said, I've got a fragment of a figment in here. Fragment of a figment. The only way that sentence makes sense is if figment is a name. Their heartstones are different to yours, but it sounds like they've got things in their heartstones as well. Maybe not a hunger like yours, but something else. Yeah. Something that has a name. Something that has intent as well. The way Lyra spoke, it sounded like there was a decision that she came to, an agreement she came to with this creature. And flashing back to this entity, and you remember her pressing her hand against the stone, her stone taking on that green coloration. Oh yeah, there's more going on here. Something more going on here. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just I just wanted to. I'm using my analytical mind of my intelligence just to try and connect some dots.
Yeah. Oh, you're connecting them.
I'm connecting them. I'm holding my cards close. I'm like,
We flash to Grimm's Mind Palace as he pulls out a whiteboard and begins like writing on it furiously.
There's this red string.
Yeah. Like I said, I think perhaps we should discuss this a bit more in the privacy of the guild. I think many conversations we need to have.
In the safety of the walls at home.
Yes.
Well, let's get you guys back home. Let's head over to the teleportation circle. This way. I was told before. People here are lovely. As I'm walking through, I'm like waving to the gecko at the front desk. Good to see you.
She holds out her hand for the paperwork. You have the relevant documents now?
Before we get to the door, I was just going to mention to Jen, we weren't aware that you and Thyra were going to be joining us on this. Do you have any pull with getting this expanded?
And Cassius wants to.
And Cassius.
Does it?
I think we included Cassius in the original count, sorry.
Does it cost gold? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, I'm also looking poignantly at Jen. We also might need to borrow some gold.
I've got personal funds. I'll cover both of us. Sorry, Thyra. Awkward to talk about money in front of people.
I'm sure we'll be fine. We've already agreed to do personal favors for the guild. Trust. Don't bring out your coin purses too soon. It should be fine. I'll talk our way through it.
Personal favors? What?
Well, we might have to do something for the guild that they require at a point that's nondescript at any point of time for any favor.
Deal? Can I read the paperwork, please?
Yes, I exuberantly brought out the paperwork, and I'm like, as I pull out my
sure
spell book, and
I've
got some back pages. Past all my spells, I'm like, get past that. Yeah, raising corpses.
Jin nods as you pull out the paper. Goes, I'll go pay for our additional passage. I'll be back in a moment. Jin strides in through the front door with his coin purse out.
No, I'm pretty sure there's a spot here that says you don't have to worry about it, as he's already going through.
It's the Merchant Guild.
I'm trying to find loopholes.
It's the Ocean Trading Company. I promise gold will be involved. As he walks on inside.
There's paid for our part yet?
What was that? You haven't paid for your part? No, you haven't. Are you hoping to have Jin pay for the whole thing as Jin walks in? As Jin walks in, as Niles, as you're reading through the paperwork, Niles, can I please have an investigation or I'm going to say perception.
I'm going to definitely roll.
I'll allow perception. 5 minutes later,
give him a help action because I actually have a 3+ intelligence. Ironically,
you're pretty keen on documentation.
I'm actually quite astute myself. Like, give me a. Oh, I know a thing or two about the fine print, and I have a look myself.
Please look for it. This is where I signed, and this is where I was notaried, and blah 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 blah.
Yeah, it's a non-binding favor for the trading company when the Tempest Adventuring Guild, when a call goes out from the Ocean Trading Company and they need help from an adventuring team, it is expected that the Tempest Adventuring Guild will put their hands up and assist pro bono, and that if they want to have any access to the assets of the trading company, they will be doing this when they hear the call come out as quickly as possible. Yeah.
Well,
there is that if you want more passengers, you will have to pay more gold. Jin is now being hit up for the full amount and not very happy about it inside. He comes out quite grumpy and a bit pissy. He goes, you could have told me you hadn't paid anything.
Oh, well, you were too quick.
Give me a chance.
Fuck off. You could have followed me inside. Fuck off. You could have followed me inside.
How is the gecko? Are they nice? They were lovely, weren't they?
By all means, I'll pay my way. How much do
No, it's fine. No, don't worry about it. I may have smooth talked it.
I actually bring out a decent sized comb purse. By all means, I can at least have 20 at least. By all means, at least pay my part.
20 would pay your way. Thank you.
But I will. Yeah, I'll actually do that.
I give a strong, firm handshake and say thank you.
Jin looks down at your handshake and goes, I'm not taking that. That's not accepted. I don't want you walking away from this thinking that you've contributed anything to this.
But I sorted the paperwork.
Yeah, you did, and now you've made me pay for it. Hold that debt. I'll come back and collect it later.
And don't forget, this favor here, this looks a bit shady, so...
I was going to say...
Lyra hands out the amount that she'd already set aside.
I I may want to warn you, Grim, your induction, if you do so choose to join the guild, this may be something you might need to mention to either Mira or Azure that we...
Definitely, no. I do want to mention that, yes, because I imagine that a guild would cover travel expenses. So
I don't know how well...
I will bring that up, yes, to be reimbursed.
I also had that expectation, and I was
fraud, by the way. I want him to be reimbursed.
No. I'm just thinking from an application perspective. If you are, by all means, considering joining an initiation into the guild, you may want to choose your words carefully.
No, absolutely. I've written my word as I flick back to my spell scroll to the very back. It's a binder, and I'm like, look, I've written down here, itemized all the contracts I've signed, the dates I've signed, the people I've signed with, the amounts gold paid. Was that 120? Was it? I imagine it was $80, and we've added 2 people, so I'm guessing it's $20 extra, 20 gold extra. That's right. Correct to assume. That's 120 is what I was thinking. Yes. Yep. Okay. I've itemized everything here. I want to be as agreeable as possible when I meet the guild.
Oh, well, Mira loves spreadsheets, so I'm sure she'll appreciate it.
Oh, get along fine. That's beautiful.
Lyra hangs her head and just hands Jin the 80 gold.
Thank you. Perfect. Unless there's anything else you have business in Seastride? You stride towards the teleportation circle. There's no issues at all. The gecko lizard folk accept your paperwork.
Wonderful. Yes, you may proceed into the circle. I will activate it once you are all in position.
Stride onto the central.
I was going to see, could I have a go at taking a Oxenfurt myself? If it's no issue to you.
If you know the destination, of course. You know the runes for where you are headed?
Yes. Could I quickly see the runes on your paperwork? Just
for
to
where
be sure.
you're headed?
Yes.
I can... you are only approved for one-time travel, not for use of the runes.
It's absolutely, but to me, it's a security thing. I want to be sure of where I'm going. I trust you. We have met recently, but I just want to be sure of where I'm going. And
make me a persuasion check.
If I could be honest, this is a spell I've been wanting to try for a while.
Grim is a professional. Niles is going to try and give him the help action.
Professional what?
Magic user.
Magic man.
Magic man.
Magic man.
Yes. A magician.
I think Matt has talked his way out of the help action.
Magic man.
Jazz fingers.
I got a 15 on that one. Roll it again.
You may re-roll again.
It should be with disadvantage.
I haven't said yet which one we're taking. I've just said he may roll again. I didn't say which one I was taking.
It's got to be the first one.
That is a 9. I am being kind. That Niles' help, while it is strangely charismatic. Being like, well, he's a professional magic man. That does seem to convince the lizard folk. It does seem to convince the gecko. She reaches into her pouch and pulls out a scroll and shows you a series of 8 linking runes, Grim.
Oh, well, that's simple.
Could you please?
I thought this spell was going to be harder than usual.
Oh, these are just the specific runes to connect. This is the access code for this specific teleportation circle you're teleporting to. Could you please make for me? I'm going to need you to make an Arcana check. I know you're pretty good at these. I want to see how much of this you're able to absorb in one quick glance. She's not handing them to you to study. She's like, 16.
16.
Okay. Grim, you think you got a fair idea about what you're doing here? And I mean, you got the runes memorized in your mind. As the gecko steps back, she goes,
okay, I should be ready to activate now when you are prepared to leave.
Grim, you're pretty confident you've got this. You summon the magic, raise your hand above your head, and then slowly trace the runes in the air.
Wait. Are you sure you want to do this, Grim?
Are you sure you can do this?
Grim is in the process of writing the runes in midair. Grim, you know that it is very dangerous to stop a spell once you've started casting it.
Yes. Honestly, it's rather simple, really. It's like you do these runes here and do these runes there. Oh god, I'm not doing this. Okay, 1 second. 1 second.
Christian, you're muted.
Can I do an insight check on what the fuck that just was? I'm not sure if it was roleplay or not, but yes, and suddenly just like a dark side of him came out.
No, actual dice went walkabout.
He's just really excited.
I'm gonna let fate decide.
Oh,
with this here, I will.
Oh man!
Before I decide on whether or not I do this, I'll let fate decide. Okay, let's roll a d20.
Go home, man.
You're not going home.
14. We're doing it. Okay.
The sudden pause, Grim, as you roll a mental dice to like flip a coin of whether or not you're going to proceed, is enough for stuff to start to go wrong. The simple act of pausing the spell and considering your actions is the start of the issues. As soon as you sort of halt drawing the sigil, as you kind of think for a moment, you're like, do I really want to do this? And ponder that for a second. And they go, oh yes, no, I will. And continue drawing. You watch as sparks begin to crackle along the edge of the teleportation circle. The last thing all of you hear before your vision goes completely dark and you feel the ground drop from underneath you is the gecko going, no, don't stop. And then that's it. A silence reigns. And that is where we are leaving for tonight. As you hear a ringing noise overtake your senses, cold and hot over your skin, and your vision goes dark and then pure white as you feel yourselves falling, space rushing past you. I will actually, for the purposes of enjoyment, you hear in your mind, Lyra, you hear calling out from the Heartstone.
Lyra, this isn't good.
And then silence.
Oh.
Perfect. Thank you so much for joining us, everybody. We will be back next week for... I guess new characters when we roll them up at the beginning next week. No, I don't know. We will be back to see the fallout from that. Yeah, well, hey, you never have to owe that favor now if you're dead. Sweet as. Well, look, thank you so much for joining us, everybody. That is all we have time for tonight. We will be back next week with more Curse of Strahd on Monday night. Tales from the Yawning Portal on Tuesday night, forgot the title for a second, and Return of the Giants on Wednesday night. For now, though, if you're watching on Twitch, don't go anywhere. We are going to go and raid a lovely friend of the channel. Let's go and raid... Oh no, our usual friends aren't playing D&D tonight. That's okay. Let's go and raid. Who looks like they would love some friends to come and play some D&D with? Let's go and raid just Tyler B, who are doing their Glimmering Hope. Possibly the name of the campaign, possibly the name of the episode. Awesome nonetheless. Some Aussie D&D players. Let's go and raid them. I'll get that raid started up. For everyone else, if you're watching on YouTube or listening to the podcast, make sure you activate the faulty magic of the like button, fail to inscribe the rune of the comment, and activate a spell that you are solely and wholly unprepared for casting by hitting the subscribe button. All of those things help us out and help avoid other teleportation accents and algorithm accidents in the future. From all of us here tonight, thank you so much. We will see you all next time. Stay safe. Stay well. See you guys soon. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone.